Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning for those of us who are on YouTube. Good morning to those of us who are on Instagram. Good morning to everyone. You're welcome to today's live broadcast. You're welcome to today's live broadcast. And thank you so much, everyone who is on YouTube. Thank you so much, everyone who is on Instagram. You're welcome to today's session. Today, we are going to be talking about the new money, aka scalable funnels. We are live on Instagram at the same time on YouTube. And I think we are going to move this to LinkedIn once we are done with the session today. So, irrespective of where you're joining from, whether it's Instagram, LinkedIn, or YouTube, we appreciate you taking your time to do this with us today. And today we are going to be going on a fantastic journey talking about scalable funnels. Now, I do know that the concept of funnels may not be new to you as a business owner, but what we want to attempt to do today is to simplify it so that from wherever you are as a business owner, whether you're an SME or the CEO of a mid-level company, you can together with your team sit down, listen to this teaching, and then go ahead and create your own funnel from just listening to this class. That's what we're trying to achieve with today's webinar. And so I'm going to start first by going over the basics. Why funnels? What does it mean? And what does it guarantee for a business owner, especially in the world where we find ourselves today? And when I say in the world where we find ourselves today, I'm talking about the the era of digital technology. Funnels basically, in a very simple term, is a simple way or a simplified way to bring in customers into your business without you consistently chasing after them. Simply put, a methodology of automating the amount of money you make or the amount of customers that see the business that you do. That's what it means. That's what funnels mean in the simplest way possible. Hi, Blessing BNG. Thank you for joining. Hi, B. Yeager. Thank you so much for joining. It's so great to have you all join us today on our webinar series. And so that's the simple meaning of what it means to have a funnel. As we go through today's session, I'm going to break the different kinds of funnels you need as a business owner so that you can have a customer life cycle that consistently generates revenue for you as a business owner. So, having said that, why do you then need funnels as a business owner? If every day you wake up and then you put in all the different marketing and sales efforts you put in your business and it's been giving you some level of results, why then do you need funnels? Funnels is your easy way to scale your numbers. Funnels is your easy way to automate your systems. Funnels is your easy way of making sure nothing slips through your coffers without you getting the best of that customer. Do you see what I mean? Nothing slips through your coffers without you getting the best of that customer. That's what funnel, helps you do, especially the very scalable ones. And as you know, we have different categories of customers. We have the customers who are, who are below the pyramid. We have those who are, they are in the middle phase of the pyramid, and we have those who are at the top of the pyramid. So with scalable funnels, it is easy for you to attract all manner of persons, especially with your ideal clients, then be able to funnel them through what each person is able to do or what each person needs at that time. That way, your funnel is able to make sure nothing slips through your coffers without maximizing the potential of that customer. You do agree with me that every customer who comes in through your funnel or comes into your business has a life cycle. And until you're able to truly maximize that customer, you cannot say the customer didn't do business with you. That's why it's important to have these things in place as a business owner. Now that we know why this is very important, and I don't remember any business owner who doesn't want more money in their business. I also don't remember any business owner who doesn't want to scale, whether it's their visibility, their customer base, or even their numbers. I don't remember there's any customer like that. And so if you are at that place where you're like, I'm excited, I want to know how to do this for my business, then let me see like a thumbs up in the comment section. Let me see a, yes, let's do this, just eBay. I want to see that in the comment section. So as we do that, the next thing we're going into is the different kinds of funnel that we have. Before we go into that, I want to talk about one of the things that you must pay attention to. Before you start building funnels, your message must be crystal clear. Who do you serve? What do you serve them with? What results are they guaranteed to get when they encounter or they engage with the services that you bring to the table? Your message must be crystal clear, because at this stage, you're not trying to you're not trying to figure out what you do. At this stage, you're trying to bring in those you know you have been sent as a solution to, or those you know you have created a package for them. You're crystal clear at this point. You're not dancing around. So the easiest way to make sure that you are clear on your message, we have several videos we have done on this, but I'll just summarize it. Who do you serve? What do you help them with? What is going to become of them once you're done helping them? That means what's their expected outcome? And you see, expected outcome through the lens of the customer, not through the lens of you, the business owner. Because I find that that's a dichotomy that happens a lot for business owners. You have a passionate product or service you're trying to sell, but the customer is looking for something else as far as the outcome that you want to give is concerned. So whatever the outcome you're promising your customer, you must make sure that the outcome is through the customer. That means if a customer says the reason why I'm buying that supplement or that vitamin is because I want to have a shiny skin, okay, a shiny skin, a glossy skin, a glittering skin, and you are creating the supplement because, or you are saying that the supplement is going to make sure that all the spots in your skin don't exist. Somebody who's looking for a glittering skin may not necessarily be looking for, lightening. Somebody who's looking for a glittering skin may not necessarily be looking for lightning. Do you see? So as far as the customer is concerned, they are buying that pill because they want a glittering skin. You, the business owner, cannot say I'm selling a pill because it's lightning. The customers are looking for glittering, you're saying lightning. So there's already a divide as far as what the customers are looking for and what you say you do. So before you move to funnels, you must make sure that there is already a crystal clear messaging between you, the customer, what you do, and the outcome the customer is expecting. Do we see that this is very important for us as business owners if we want to be able to maximize the funnels that we're going to create? Having said that, let's move very quickly into the different kinds of funnels that every business owner should make sure they have in their business. The first is entry funnel. Okay, so I categorize it into three ways. Three ways. And when I say three ways, I like to use examples that are very easy for the average business owner who is not technical, the average business owner who may not have proper experience with how to do the technical side of implementing what it is that we teach. Right? So I termed it entry funnel, nurturing funnel, and the money spinner funnel. Entry funnel, nurturing funnel, the money spinner funnel. So as a business owner, these categories of funnels are required if you must maximize the customers that come into your space, into your business, whether it's inquiry, whether it's just them viewing, and the list is endless. So with the entry funnel, the first thing to pay attention to is customers are scrolling through the streets of social media, scrolling through the internet, and they are mostly drawn to everything that excites them. So they may be seeing so many things as far as scrolls are concerned, but very few things get them to come. So there's a difference between having the eyeballs and having the interest of the customer. So there's attention, there's interest, there's desire, there's action. Okay? Attention, interest, desire, action. With your funnels, you'll be able to move the customer from attention to interest. That's what your entry funnel must do. Your marketing efforts, your content marketing, and all the things you do on your page should create attention, should allow them be attracted. But interest is what gets them to say, can I come closer to this business owner? Can I attempt to sample what it is they say they have? Let me confirm if they are credible enough to do business with. That's interest. So your entry funnel must be able to generate or provoke the interest of the customer so they want to come in. And how do you do this? A simple way is to create a freebie. A freebie is a product that hits the demands of the customer, that hits a special pain point in the customer, and is free. So let me say that again. A freebie is something that hits a pain point for the customer and it's completely free. So let's say for us as business or as a company, what we specialize in doing is helping businesses, redefine their products so that they can make more money. That's what we specialize in doing. So when we come into your organization, the first thing we want to do is make sure that there's an alignment between your value proposition and what your customers are looking for. That's the first thing we do. The second thing is we look at the products that you have and we're certain that your products are communicating what your customers want to hear. Then we help you design the entire marketing and sales process and possibly the funnel. This is what we do in depth for our customers. The reason why we do all of these things is so that they can generate more revenue. So the end goal that we do for our customers is more revenue. And we do it through different methods, through different teachings, through different masterclasses, webinars, live broadcasts, and the list is endless. So because that's what we do, in order for us to generate interest, to get the customers to come in, it is interesting to note that we have to create something that serves as the solution to a major pain point in the life of our customers as an entry funnel to bring them in. And so my team and I already worked on a template that helps you calculate your potential, your revenue growth calculator. We created a free product like that. We're going to be releasing it maybe sometime during the week or next week. Revenue growth sample calculator. What that does is it helps you look at your business in one glance and see if the activities you have going on will help you make money or not. Literally. So we created that for free for our customers, and we're going to give that to them as an entry funnel, because there's hardly any customer on earth that does not want to know whether the things they have put in place will bring in the money they have said they want to make. The idea of that is once you recognize that what activities you have in place are not going to deliver you that result, what do? You quickly tweak. You go back to the drawing board and tweak so that you can, now change the set of activities to give you the numbers that you're looking for. And the way we created that product, it's so automated that once you put in your numbers, it's easy, you see it. So that's an entry-level funnel that we are building to move our customers from just attention to interest. So they come in, and from there, we take them through the other journey of the different things we have for them, as I would explain to you as we go through in today's session. So do we understand the concept of entry-level funnels? Meaning something the customer desires so much, but you're giving it to them for free. An extremely valuable product for free that attacks a pain point in the life of a customer. You see, one of the things I've recognized with a lot of business owners is they create those entry-level funnel products as though they're doing you a favor. They don't put so much work and effort into those. And when you don't put so much work and effort into creating a standard entry-level funnel product, what happens is you're not able to make the customers be convinced that you are the solution to their problems. So whether it's a free product or not, you need to design it as though the customer's problems are going to be completely solved with just this one product. That's the mentality required to create an entry-level funnel. You design it as though when the customer is done with this, they don't need nothing else. Literally, that's how you design it. So almost as though when they are done using that free product, they're like, oh my God, Lord, I am grateful that you sent the Justify company my way. That should be the kind of response that you should elicit from them just by taking your entry-level funnel product. Literally. And that's a mindset we must attach to creating those kind of products for our customers. Now, having done that, the next is nurturing funnel. You move them from entry level. Now, when you are doing the entry level funnel, it's a give and take. It's a give and take. Now, I'm going to explain that so you don't get it twisted. When I say give and take, it doesn't necessarily mean that, well, you're doing it because you want something in return. Even if it does sound like that, but the effort you put into it as a business owner is as though I'm here to help you solve a major problem. But in helping you do that, I need something in return to be sure that the product I created for you gave you the answer that you need. Do you see? So I'm sharing this with you as an offshoot of what I think about when I create solutions for my customers. Now, I know that you may not be at that point yet as a business owner where you're like, well, I'm doing it because I want to be able to make sure this solves your problem. For some business owner, you're gonna be at a phase where, listen, I'm doing this because I want to make money from you. You may be at that stage. which is okay. It's completely okay. Okay. But what I found as I've grown in coaching and mentoring and consulting for businesses across the globe is if you are emotionally attached to solving problems, you do it deeper and better than anybody else in your industry. Let me say that again. If you are emotionally attached to solving people's deepest problems, you will do it deeper and better than anybody else in your industry because your customers will be able to see and touch and be transformed by the products that you create. Why? You're doing it from a place of emotional attachment to their growth, to their transformation, to their development, to the change in the kind of results you're trying to bring to them. So I want to implore you as a business owner, whether you're an SME or the CEO of a mid-level company, bring passion to the table. Bring passion to the table. Bring passion to the table. Bring a deep desire to see change in the life of your customers to the table. It's not about them, it's about you. Because that level of passion and desire to see them better, what it does for you, helps you create solutions at a depth that nobody else can create. Why? Because you are invested in the growth and transformation of your customers, right? That may have been a little deviation, but I needed to share that so that we are raising a breed of business owners who are, who are building a care economy, not a capitalist economy. Two different economies. Economics of care and then capitalist economy. We live in a world that is very capitalistic in nature. And everybody says, well, it's the red ocean strategy. You have to do what you have to do to survive. But we can build an economy of care. We can, as business owners. And it starts with you. It starts with this basic mindset. I am invested. I am invested. I'm invested in your growth. I'm invested in your development. As a business owner who is listening to me today, I am deeply invested in your growth. If I have to speak with you on your business, I will be thinking about how to make your business better, how to make your business grow. I will be thinking about what the next 5 years of your business should look like. I am that invested in my customers. And that's because we are together trying to create an economics of care, not just a capitalist system that is always take. Do you see what I'm saying? So yeah, that may have been an easy deviation, but you needed to hear that as a business owner, especially in this 21st century, because we have a legacy we must build and pass on to the generations who are coming onto us. Capitalism has not necessarily built any nation. When I say necessarily built any nation, it has helped them grow as far as economy is concerned. But how has it affected their peace quotient? Okay, no, I'm not going to get into governance and politics now. So let's stick with money and funnels. If you want to know more about that aspect of me, there are other things that I do. You can please go ahead and find out all the other things I do with that area of me. So moving quickly, with the entry-level funnels, once you have created a product that is designed to help them with a major pain point, the next thing that you should do at the entry-level funnel is collect either their emails, their names, or their phone numbers so that you are able to truly follow up on them to be certain that the product you designed for them was a hit. When I say was a hit, that means it was able to actually solve their problem and they were able to move from point A to point B by virtue of that free product. So at that entry stage, you must be able to give that and then create a medium with which you can follow up on the customer to be certain that they're implementing what they learned or they're getting results from what they learned at that level of entry-level funnel. Then the next is the nurturing funnel. Now that you have given them, okay, some people are going to take those products, may never use it, or they may start, may never finish. It's not because they just hate the product or they don't want to use it. Customers need to be nurtured. Customers need to be nurtured, especially with a world where there is an array of options. There's an array of distractions. The feed of every potential customer is buzzing with 1 million options every day. So your job as a business owner is not just to create an entry. You have entered, then welcome. No, you must have a system to nurture them so that it moves from knowing you to now liking you and trusting you as the go-to person to do business with. And how do you do that? You have to have a series of email sequence, right? That allows you or that allows them onboarding or unbundle, so to speak, with you, or that allows them feel at home with you as a business owner. And I wrote 3 different examples here that I'm going to share with you that you can replicate for your business. Okay? The first is after they have gotten the freebie or the free product that you have created for them. The next thing is to send like a welcome email. Thank you so much for investing in your personal development or investing in or giving your business a chance to improve their revenue, especially in these times. My name is ABC. This is where you introduce yourself as a business owner. Okay. And one of the things I find in this particular area is that the more real you are as far as introducing who you are and what you do to your customers, the more connected they are, irrespective of the categories of persons that you deal with, whether it's the affluent customers, the middle income customers, or the lower income customers. Everybody needs a level of humanness. Humanness. Everybody loves and needs a level of humanness to make them feel like I'm connected to this person. I want to know what this person does. This person seems to have, a good part I want to be connected with. Okay. Now, if you notice that these days, as much as people are looking for competence, people are looking for people who have a heart. If you agree with me, can I see that in the comment section? As much as people are looking for competence, people are also looking for people who have a heart somewhere within. People do not want to do business with anybody who is just, well, let's get the job done and move and move and move and move and move. People want to do business with people who they believe have a heart somewhere. And one of the ways you can show your customers who you have given an entry level funnel to that you have a heart is, introducing yourself from a personalized standpoint. And when I say personalized standpoint, I'm not saying give up all your personal details. I'm saying share with them a part of your journey that they may resonate with or they could resonate with. Whether it's the business part of you, whether it's your journey, whether it's your transition, whether it's your transformation, and the list is endless. Okay? If I was going to be talking to mid-level organizations or SMEs, I'm going to be sharing with them how I started my journey. I was not always this articulate. The number of mistakes I made, how I coped during those periods of my mistakes, and what got me to the point where I am today. To encourage them to say, listen, I don't know where you're at on this cadre. It's okay. And as long as you know it's okay, you can move from where you are. So a level of humanness and personalization helps them feel connected to your brand. And they're like, okay, I want to see more of this person or not. Okay. But the majority of persons at the entry level, when you want to now nurture them, would appreciate an introduction, a point of connection that allows them feel like they're doing business with a human, not just a robot. Okay. So, having said that, the next is the next day or 2 days later, because you also do not want to spam people who you just met with emails every day once you have collected their details. And when I say emails, because I know that most people like to use email marketing. You could do emails, you could do SMS, you could do WhatsApp. But you see, depending on the category of customers you're serving, you need to pick the right channel. I recognize that those in the lower cadre are not as email savvy as they ought to be, meaning that those who are in the lower cadre of customers would prefer that you send them SMSs or chats. Do you see what I'm saying? But those who are in the middle and high income, yes, they are able to do emails. That means they will see your email. So you have to be certain who your customer is so that you can nurture them accordingly. So if your customer was an email person, that's in the second and higher class person, you are now going to do by the second time. When I say second time, that means 3 times a week. We have 7 days a week. If you're going to nurture a customer at least 3 times a week, send them emails. The first is the welcome, and then subsequently, you remind them of the free product you gave them. Have they opened it? What were their learnings? What were their key takeaways? What questions do they have? You are ready to get on a call with them to help them resolve it. This is what I'm saying. So these emails would have been automated. It doesn't mean you're the one sitting there and typing it. It will have been automated because there are several tools that allow you to automate your emails. All manner of email marketing softwares allow you to do that. The idea of that is the customer is saying that this person introduced themselves with me. Oh, there's something I forgot to mention. Every time you send an email to a customer you are trying to nurture, make sure that you put a call to action at the end of the email to say, if you found me interesting, I want to see, hit me back and send me a reply and tell me about you too. You have to elicit a response from them, not solicit, elicit. Soliciting is different. Soliciting is you're asking them, and people don't want to feel like you're asking them stuff because you give them something. Okay? Elicit a response. And eliciting is the way you write, and at the end, you could say things like, if you found my story interesting, hit me back and share with me a part of you that is like a similarity between you and me, or a part of you that you think I would find interesting and learn from. Do you see this? You're not soliciting, you elicited, and you said it, with a depth of wisdom that the customer doesn't feel like you are acting entitled to their email. Do you see what I'm saying? Because we live in a world where customers, I'm looking for the right word now. Every time a customer senses that you want to do business, you want to collect their money, their defenses go up. Their defenses go up. And that is why you experience a lot of objections when you're trying to close sales. Let me say this again. This may help and save somebody. Every time you're trying to do business with someone and the customers perceive that you're trying to take their money, their defenses go up. At that point, the most answer you will get from them is no, or I will think about it. Why? They have already sensed that you want to collect their money. So the reason why they are sensing you want to collect their money is because you're soliciting. You're not eliciting. You're soliciting interest or soliciting patronage is different from eliciting interest and eliciting action. Two different things. Eliciting, soliciting. Okay? You may want to check that out in the dictionary, but I gave you an example by just saying this. Okay? So, having said that, by the third day, which is the second email in the nurturing sequence, you now tell them about what you gave them, what they learned from it, what they are going to action in, what question they have as specific as it is to their business so that you can help them handle it. You can help them get on a call. That way, you can now reinsert the link to the freebie in that second email, which is like the third day. So let's give an example. The freebie went out on a Monday. On Monday, you send the welcome email, right? On Wednesday, you send this follow-up email. Then on Friday, you send the third email. Then you repeat the cycle like that. You have different emails going like that way. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what I mean by a nurturing system. So that I come into your funnel, I don't just come in and I don't know who I'm doing business with. That's how people go docile in emails lists, because there isn't a proper nurturing sequence that allows you feel that I entered into the space of a business who is able to solve my deepest problems. Okay, that's at the nurturing stage. Then the third stage of the nurturing is maybe when you send them an email on Friday, and at this stage you cannot show them the different types of customer archetypes. At this place, what you're trying to do is you are trying to prime the customer to be a potential customer. When I say potential customer, a potential person who will turn into sales, a potential lead that will be closed. You are priming them. You are priming them. When I say priming them, it means that you're not asking them for the sale. You're priming. Because you're in the nurturing phase. At this point, you show them the different types of customer archetypes. I normally teach 4 types of customer archetypes. Okay, and when you teach them these 4 kind of customer archetypes, you talk about each of those archetypes, their advantage, their disadvantage, for those 4 different customer archetypes. And when you're done with those 4 different customer archetypes, what you now say at the end of the email is, which are you? Because they will have seen where they fall into. They will have seen the advantage. They will have seen the disadvantage by themselves. Customer will want to know, what do I do to get out of the path where I am? Do you see what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by priming. Priming. You have to prime them at the third stage of the 4 kind of customer archetypes. Do we understand this? Do we understand this? I want to be sure that we understand this before we move. Okay, so now that we have identified the different kinds of customer archetypes, this allows them know where they are so that they can make a move. Okay, Then the fourth kind of email is, especially if you're trying to launch a product, we have talked about nurturing. Anyway, let's move to the money spinner. That's what we'll talk about, the other kinds of emails that you will send. Right now, we're trying to nurture. In trying to nurture, your job is to get the customer know that you're here for them, know that they have entered into a place where their problems will be solved, but most importantly, to prime them to be able to make buying decisions that would make their businesses better. Okay, irrespective of what it is you do for them. Now, the final kind of funnel, we have talked about the entry funnel. We just finished talking about the nurturing funnel. Then the third type of funnel is the money spinner funnel. The money spinner funnel at this point is where you go into product launches. That means you're trying to launch a new product, or you're trying to relaunch an existing product, or you may have to listen all over again if you're lost. Uh, Bless be, you have to listen again if you're lost, okay? And you may have to, if possible, share what you do so I could use your specific business as an example, okay? So that I can use your specific business as an example as we go through today's class, right? Thank you so much for sharing that. Bless BNG. Okay, that's good. So the money spinner funnel is the kind of funnel that allows you actually launch products and make money from your products that you launch. At this stage, you have to be certain that you have a list of persons who are paying attention to you so that you can leverage the money spinner. So you don't move to money spinner if you haven't harvested emails or harvested customers that have their ears, you have their hearts. Let me say this again. The money spinner funnel will not work for you if you have not harvested customers. And when I say customers, they could be emails, they could be SMSs, numbers, phone numbers where you can send SMSs to. Okay? There could even be groups that you have created. The money spinner will not work if you have not harvested customers that you already have their ear, and you already have their heart. You already have their ear, you already have their heart. Vehicle documentation. Oh, okay. You already have their ear, you already have their heart. Okay? So, for Blessed Be who does vehicle documentation, if you are going to launch a product in your money spinner funnel, you first have to make sure that you have a list of people who already have been following you, or you have their emails or phone numbers based on the kind of value you have brought to the table. So for vehicle documentation, I want to guess that you do things like those VIO papers, car insurance, road safety papers, all the different things that a vehicle owner needs in their car, or even all those custom papers. So I want to guess that before now, you would have had a list of customers that you have been teaching about the different kinds of documentation to have in your car, how to get each of those documentations, how to confirm that they're original, what to say if they stop you and ask for XYZ, how to look for specific numbers in your vehicle documentation. Right? You have been showing up and giving people value based on those things that you do. You will not just wake up tomorrow and say, okay, I'm into vehicle documentation, and so I have a package I want to launch. Let me just put it out there. Everybody will rush to it. If you do have a huge number of following and you have built no like and trust, people will rush. But if you haven't, the first stage before you build your money spinner funnel is to make sure that you have a list of people who already have their ears, you already have their heart. Meaning, when Blessed Be is talking about the vehicle documentation, they listen to her because they know that she knows what she's doing and she's able to get them results as far as vehicle documentation is concerned. Do you see what I mean? So having done that, to be able to now do like a money spinner funnel for any kind of business whatsoever, it's important to now take note of the fact that you are going to be dangling, or you are going to be launching an irresistible offer. You see, a money spinner funnel is not money spinner if the offer is not irresistible. An irresistible offer is that offer that customers will be like, I can't lose this for anything. I can't miss it for anything. Like customers by themselves, they'll be the ones saying, no, this is too good to be true. How can it have all of this and I'm going to lose it? That's what a money spinner funnel is. The amount of launch time is short. You do it in 7 days and you have closed shop. Close shop so that People who have that, I can't miss this, will rush in and bring in the money. That's why it is money spinner. So it's imperative to first make sure that your offer is irresistible. And that's where we as an organization come in. Our job is to redefine your product offerings. Look at what it is you say you do and why customers are not paying attention, and give you what it is you should say that will make customers run to you and say, I want to do business with that business brand. That's our major specialty. Okay, so with the money spinner funnel, it's imperative to note that you have to have an irresistible offer, not just the product. The product may be good and transforming. If the offer is irresistible, you won't money spin anything. So once your offer is correct, the next thing is to create an entire sequence that allows them ordinarily not to be able to resist it. And you can do that through various means. You can do that through a webinar. Okay, you can do that through a live broadcast. You can do that through a free product also. You can launch out a free product and say, I want to teach you the A to Z of making sure last man never stops you on the road. Now I'm using Blessed Bees business as an example, since you're into vehicle documentation. Okay, so if you want to launch a money spinner funnel, it's a simple offer. A simple offer like, let me show you the A to Z of making sure last man never stops you again on the road. Literally, every vehicle owner who lives in Lagos, Nigeria, would run, I want to see what it is you have to say. Everybody does not want to have that last man drama. So that's an offer. As the offer is juicy, you now go down into what it is. Oh, please. Then I have put out an offer, and then people come in, they cannot see what it is. Into the major program, which is your vehicle registration. Your vehicle registration is exactly what you're trying to sell, or vehicle documentation is what you're trying to sell. But to get people to come into the vehicle registration, you have to have something to get them to spend their money. So a basic, let me show you how to make sure last man never stops you on the road again in the 8 pillars. When you not say, I have taught you 2, but there are 6. So if you know 2 and you don't know, that way you have taught them the first one that was fantastic. This first 2 that was fantastic, and they want to know more, they will pay for the vehicle documentation service. And then this offer open only for 7 days for XYZ number of persons. Because it's money spinner, the amount of time that you're given has to be a short time frame to allow people make up their mind, because they too know this offer is too good to be true. So that free webinar that gives them 2 great things out of the 8, and then you upselling the other 6 that they need here, or sign up for this so that you can know the other 6. So for you, you have to design how that product is going to look like for you. If you need help, you can contact my organization, would help you with that. But having said that, once you do that, the next thing is to now make sure that within that 7 days, you are able to follow, oh, I need to buy this thing that Blessed Be is saying we should buy, because I don't want last man to ever stop me again on the road. Okay? And then by the first day, a few number of people will make commitments. By the next day, you have to follow them with another email to say, I'm sure you listened to that webinar. A few people said this after that webinar, and click on this link, right? By the next day, you give them another follow-up email. At that follow-up email, you cannot send like 2 testimonials of people who, are 2 experiences of people who had issues with plasma and what they did and what didn't work. I mean, what they did that didn't work. You can share that as a follow-up email. And then people who are reading, who are indicated interest, live in a world balance how to use that to get your customers to make their buying decisions as far as products and services. You begin to tell them, we're closing this in 3 days. Remember, we're talking about the money spinner funnel. By the 4th day, you begin to tell them 3 days down. By the 5th day, counting down 2 days. If possible, you can use a timer, okay? There are those kind of automated timers that they use that once they click on the email, they are seeing it counting down 24, 23, close that cart. By that 7th day, you'll be amazed at the number of money that particular work. If you do it shabbily, it will not deliver results for you. If you have an audience whose heart and ear you don't have, it will deliver results for you. And that's why I said you have to make sure that you have an audience whose ear and heart you have before you can launch the money spinner funnel. That's the only. If you're a business owner, whether you're an SME or a mid-level organization, and you want to launch your own scalable funnel now, you could just go through this teaching once, twice, and as you're learning, you're applying them so that you too can have a funnel that delivers to you customers repeatedly. Now, there's something that is important to pay. In every funnel, you have to know how to write copies. You have to know how to write copies. It's what you see that allows them to pay attention or not pay attention. So you cannot create great products and not know how to communicate the value or persuade your customer not work. And that's why we at the Just to Be Consulting are launching a masterclass series. The title of the masterclass series is The Art of Persuasion: How to Design Compelling Sales Copy. As a follow-up to this class, we're launching a masterclass series, The Art of Persuasion: How you are a mid-level organization will make sure that all your funnels that you're creating, justebaycompany@gmail.com. I'll write that. Just eBay Company. Let me just write that @gmail.com. If you're on Instagram, just send us a DM to be a part of the masterclass series. The masterclass series is very affordable for a limited period of time. At 25,000 naira, you're able to join that masterclass series for a limited period of time. In another 1 week, the price will double. So if you want to be a part of this masterclass series, send me a DM if you're on Instagram. If you're on LinkedIn and YouTube, send us an email to justebaycompany, COMPANY @gmail.com, that you want to be a part of the Art of Persuasion: How to Create a Compelling Sales Copy masterclass. And then we'll send you further details on how you and your team members can join this masterclass series. We're going to take 1 or 2 questions before we round up today's webinar series. We hope that this has been extremely valuable for you as a business owner. And for those of you who are going to be watching the replay, we hope also that you will find extreme nuggets here that would help you radicalize your revenue game. And feel free to send us feedbacks as to how, as far as growing your revenue is concerned. Until then, this copy, whether you're on YouTube, LinkedIn, or Instagram, with us today, and we look forward to serving you the best way possible. And if you feel like you have business concerns that you want us to address, feel free to send us an email, also a DM, to say, please, I would love to learn about this so that we can teach this in one of our webinar series that we do every other week. Because again, like I said earlier, we are invested in making sure that your business grows. And we'll do what we can within the confines of our organization to make sure that we're able to help you grow your business. As much as you send us what you want to learn, we will help you develop the answers to every pressing business problem that you have. So thank you everyone again for joining today's webinar series. We do not take your attendance for granted. We appreciate you and we love you. Until then, go and apply everything you have learned today. Don't be a learner without a doer. Go and apply it so that you can move, even if it's 1 step further, as far as the growth of your business is concerned. Thank you, everyone. God bless you.